Oh, so like we and I realized there's no way I can get out of this. So I just told her. She was like, I can't do this. And all of a sudden, I'm just fucking back here. She knows when you sleep. Yeah, that's true. So when she kicked me in my own room a couple of years ago, I was like, I agree, sir. I have goggles and that. Proud of it. One couch in the garage, that maybe not making some cars like that. That's what I had. Yeah.
He just got out of his medical stuff.
Yeah, my wife did this big thing where she was like, oh, look at this. Trying to get as a no idea. It's so hard to mix up that. Just give it a fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as we will begin in a few moments. We ask that you please turn off all electronic devices or place them on silent mode. As a reminder, military members will stand at attention during the national anthem. Civilian guests are invited to place their hand over their heart. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the 7th Mission Support Group Commander and Presiding Officer, Colonel Todd M. Jensen, welcome to the 7th Communications Squadron Change of Command, in which Major Derek Cole relinquishes command to Major Benjamin Shoptaw. I am A1C Jasmine Rodriguez, and I'll be your narrator for this afternoon's ceremony. The change of command ceremony is a visible means of handling the reins of command from one commander to another. Exchanging the guidon is more than just a symbolic tradition. The guidon identifies the loyalty and allegiance of the unit. Passing it to another officer was, and still is, the literal change of command. Today, the 7th Communications Squadron guidon will be passed on, representing the responsibility of the unit being surrendered by one and accepted by another. Today's ceremony is simple and direct. The departing commander will face the presiding officer, salute, and say, "Sir, I relinquish command." He then steps aside as the new commander takes his place in front of the presiding officer. He salutes and says, "Sir, I assume command," in all 8 spoken words, but in those 8 words are an ending and a beginning. For Major Cole, it marks the end of a distinguished tour with the 7th Communications Squadron. For Major Shoptaw, it heralds the beginning of a new and challenging tour of duty. To both, we offer our best wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, Please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Dyess Honor Guard, the singing of our national anthem by Senior Airman Shaquille Kanish, and the invocation given by Chaplain Jean Cherry.
Present the colors.
Color. And what? Or on. Forward. Heart. Colors. Hold. Present. Arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Heart. Arms. Colors. Colors turn. Heart.
Let us pray. Eternal God, Almighty Father, as we are all gathered here today, I beseech your blessing upon this ceremony and upon those who are participating and those who are gathered here to witness the passing of the baton of leadership for the 7th Communications Squadron. As Major Derek Cole comes to the end of his tenure as commander, we thank you for his service, his leadership and impact on the Dyess Self-Defense family. May he live with fond memories for his contributions and impact on the Dyess team. I pray your blessing upon him and his family as they depart for a new chapter in their lives. Lord, I petition for your special blessing upon Major Benjamin Chapter and his family as he assumed the awesome responsibility of commanding this squadron. Please inspire and guide him as he leads. I pray that your wisdom, compassion, and creative leadership will mark the command of Major Chapter. Please grant him health, wisdom, humility, and strength throughout this journey. In your holy and mighty name we pray, Lord. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Dyess Honor Guard, Senior Airman Kanish, and Chaplain Cherry. At this time, I would like to introduce our distinguished guests in attendance with us today. Please hold your applause until all are announced. The 7th Bomb Wing Commander, Colonel Joseph Kramer. The 7th Bomb Wing Honorary Commander, Mr. Gray Bridwell. and representing the 7th Bomb Wing Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Trevor Hensley. We are pleased to have with us today Major Cole's family, his wife Kimberly, and their children Ethan, Riley, and Charlotte, and his mother, Miss Dorothy Seaman. We would also like to welcome all of the families, friends, group commanders, squadron commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and Team Dyess that have joined us for this special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the 7th Mission Support Group Commander, Colonel Jensen.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 7th Communications Squadron Change of Command. What a great day to be part of Team Dyess, a great day to be in big country. I want to start by thanking everyone who put together today's ceremony. There's a lot of magic that happens to pull this together here in McCamish for the National Anthem. Chaplain, wonderful as always, to our honor guard as well. A lot goes into putting a ceremony like this together, and we're off to a great start. I think it's going to be a great ceremony today. Let's see. Made some last minute changes. I'm going to make sure I get every name down here. But we have Colonel Kramer, Mr. Bridwell, Chief Hensley, any other community leaders that we have, Cole and Choctaw families, commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and the members of the esteemed 7th Communications Squadron. Welcome. I'm glad to have you all here today. Special welcome to Derek's mother, Dorothy Seaman, for being here with us. We're glad, even though maybe unfortunate circumstances brought you here in the first place, it's a great day to celebrate with your family, with your son, and we're glad that you were able to stay through and be a part of today's ceremony. So today's ceremony represents Squadron Commander's Circle of Life. When I say Circle of Life, for those of you who have kids, I'm not talking about the point at which I swipe red paint on somebody's forehead and then hold them up to the larger audience. I'm not even going to try that today. But what today is a last bittersweet opportunity for us to bid farewell to Major Derek Stitch Cole after 2 years of command, while at the same time we welcome Major Ben Choctaw as the 7th Comm Squadron's new commander. Derek, as you well know, Squadron Command can be a manic experience. Where in a moment of success, you are reminded of the challenges that await at a moment's notice. It truly takes a personal, emotional, and mental investment, and I know your command was no exception. So let me paint that context, though, of what makes it so challenging. And we had another squadron command, change of command this morning. The context remains the same, the challenging context of squadron command over the last few years. Resurgent peer adversaries like Russia and China, driving new bomber employment concepts, an increased deployment frequency for the BTFs, as well as adding that to the standard AEF deployments that you all experience. Drawdowns in Africa, drawdowns in Afghanistan, a relentless winter ice storm, political upheaval on the home front, cyber attacks, and all of that surrounded by the worst pandemic we've seen in any of our lifetimes. As cliche as it is to say, these truly have been unprecedented times. So during this time, many accomplishments for the 7th Communications Squadron. During this time, Derek's team upgraded and modernized the base communications infrastructure, enabled new deployable comms capabilities associated with agile combat employment, supported new levels of telework for remote workforce, all while maintaining the highest network security. We also made him the director of the installation's Emergency Operations Center, just in case he didn't have enough to do. These and all other efforts culminated in the units being named Global Strike Command's Comm Squadron of the Year for 2020. So kudos to you on your command tour. For those of you who may not know, Derek's command was capped off by a health scare that truly tested his resilience in all aspects. I think you're probably all well aware of that. But the bottom line is that Derek took everything in command as it could be thrown at him, and he took it directly on the chin, almost literally, continually coming to successful outcomes. 30 minutes with he and the squadron at his going away on Friday was a testament to his investment and the sincere, deep connection that he has with his team. Well done, Derek. If you thought Derek's job was tough, imagine facing all of those same challenges, managing your own job and a household of 3 kids, and taking care of one ailing commander. And I'm sure Derek is much tougher than the rest of us grown folks, and he probably was not a big baby throughout the entire time. But I'm sure that was a full-time job as well. So if Derek is impressive, Kim's commitment is unheard of. Command is, absolutely a team sport and a family affair. And Kim, Ethan, Riley, and Charlotte, we can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the 7th Communications Squadron and for Team Dyess writ large. We wish you, Derek, and all the kids the best as you head to Northern Virginia. So guess what, Ben? That unprecedented operational environment that I just described, it's all pretty much still here. The unit's running hard, but there's still quite a lot of work to be done. And you know what else? You're the right leader for the job. From your training days at Keesler, through early assignments at Tinker, and also the U.S. Strategic Command, through cyber days at Patrick, which I understand on more than one occasion you actually have followed behind Derek. But through those days at Patrick, you built the technical background for your job and for where you sit today. And now being thrust into an unexpected command opportunity at Al Dhafra, you've got the leadership chops as well, evidenced by consistent recognition as a top performer across your career. I can't give you any advice on how to improve your cyber game, but I'd offer you this. As we start reintegrating from over a year of adjusted COVID posture, and as we tackle both operational and, yes, very, very sensitive leadership challenges like racism, extremism, and harassment, I'd encourage you to leverage analog leadership as a back-to-basics approach to this command. And yes, I'll go on record, I just asked a cyber officer to do something analog, right? So as much as we've learned to employ new methods and new mediums of communication in the COVID environment, I'd submit that nothing in your command will replace the power of actually seeing and reading how your words and actions impact your people in person. There's a power in that analog approach that, coupled with flexible alternatives that we've honed over the last 12 plus months, I'm convinced will be the secret to your success in getting us through the full range of challenges ahead. So good luck to you, Derek. To you as well, Kim, and the rest of the family as you embark on new adventures in new locations. And to you, Ben, as you lean into the best opportunity and privilege of your career. Command. All right, let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Colonel Jensen presents the Meritorious Service Medal 3rd Oak Leaf Cluster to Major Cole.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. To all who shall see these present, greeting. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by executive order, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal 3rd Oak Leaf Cluster to Major Derek Cole for meritorious service 8 July 2019 to 21 June 2021. Major Derek Cole distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as Commander, 7th Communications Squadron, 7th Mission Support Group, 7th Bomb Wing, Dyess Air Force Base, Texas. During this period, Major Cole expertly led 85 personnel providing flawless communication support and services to 5,000 personnel across 2 wings and 16 associate units in support of the B-1B and C-130J training and expeditionary flying missions. Additionally, his direction and expertise led to the rectification of future bomber agile combat employment, command, and control shortfalls by driving a $15 million communication flyaway kit solution across 5 installations. Furthermore, Major Cole oversaw the wing's largest telework effort during the global pandemic by leading cyber operation efforts in the deployment of 1,700 government systems with remote patching capabilities, resulting in Dyess being the 4th most secure Air Force network out of 112 bases. Moreover, he facilitated a timely solution to a long-standing configuration and routing issue with the 16th Air Force to galvanize secure video teleconference functions that proved vital to airlift rescue for sea, air, and land operatives and Department of State personnel stranded in Panama. Finally, Major Cole's mentorship and leadership were pivotal components of the squadron capturing the Air Force Global Strike Command's 2020 Best Communication Squadron of the Year, first in 21 years. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Major Cole reflect great credit upon themselves and the United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Everything up on my phone these days. I don't have the binders. I'm going to keep this pretty short. I'm going to start off with thank yous. First off, Colonel Kramer, I know you're very busy just getting in. I think household goods are on the agenda, so I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing, so to take the time out and come out here, it means a lot. Thank you. Mr. Brigwell, as well. I know you have a lot going on in the community, and so thank you so much. It's humbling to see you out here. Chief Hensley, we go way back. All right, sweet mates in El Dafra, previous relationship. I'm glad to see you. Representing the wing. It's awesome to see you there. To the other squadron commanders who've been like brothers for the last couple of years, thanks for your support. Chiefs, first sergeants, friends, family, and any other community leaders. I can't thank you enough for being out here. I'd also like to thank the chaplain. Thank you for your kind words. And if I can get a quick round of applause, it never gets old hearing Kanish sing the national anthem. So. Colonel Jensen, thank you for those kind words. I would love to take credit for everything, but truth is, this unit is just, it's incredible. And so I'll touch more on that here in a little bit. Setup team. So there's a lot of familiar faces without going through every single one of them. Thank you so much for putting this on. I know so much goes behind this. I know you guys have been working this for weeks, probably months in some case. I know Lieutenant Smith has been doing every single change of command, I think in the wing, in the group, and squadrons, and all over base. So he's kind of like the change of command MVP. Thanks so much for that work. So a little bit about me coming into a change of command. So a lot of mixed emotions. 3 weeks ago, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it. We talked about delaying the change of command. We talked about assumption of command. I was in the hospital. We weren't sure where we were going to go. And I was so mad. It's not how you want to finish, right? You invest so much into a unit, and then to not be able to finish the last couple of months really ate at me. So a lot of prayers, a lot of help, friends, family coming up and visit. It went a long way, probably more than you think it mattered, but it did. And so thanks for everyone for helping me kind of get through that. And every day is better. And so I'll get there in the end. Today's a hard day for me.
I made the decision in 2005 that this is the only job I wanted. And taking command 2 years ago was just one of the best days of my life. You know, meeting my wife, having our kids, it's up there. But nothing really prepares you for relinquishing command. That's a hard thing when you invest everything, not just from a personal standpoint, but from a family standpoint. For the sacrifices my children have made over the years, for the sacrifices my wife has made. It's a tough thing to just relinquish. So what I'd like to shift to is, what makes it so tough is the family, the culture that we created. When I first took over, we sat down and we talked about what kind of unit we wanted and how we wanted to shape it. And so a lot of senior NCOs, a lot of officers, we started doing things, started thinking outside the box, and we had a really just good time of it. And that drove all of our successes. So for those of you, the Gibsons, the Ciuses, the Hackett's, thanks for that, appreciate it. So, my mom, who I think just took my daughter out, timing was great. To have family that will drop anything and everything at a moment's notice, to fly down same day, to be with you, not everyone has that, and so I'm humbled to be in that situation. To have my wife basically spending day after day and sleeping on a relatively uncomfortable cot, and never complaining once, listening to me complain all the time. I can't ask for a better team, partner, or person to go through life with. So thank you, Kim, my kids, and to my mom. Kind of last one I really want to talk to, and the Comm Squadron, right? It was all about you guys. And so in the last couple of years, it was like, I'm going to use a sports analogy. It was like we're going to show up to play basketball, and they're like, no, just kidding, we're playing hockey. And so you don't have the right equipment. That's kind of like what the pandemic threw at us every day. And every single time, something new would change. We'd have winter storms, we would have a pandemic, we would have outages or different things. It was like, you have like the legendary, the great step up. You have the Michael Jordans, you have the Wayne Gretzky's, you have the Babe Ruths. And I will run out of legendary sports athletes long before I run out of names that I can fill in the Comm Squadron that have that type of character and quality. Sergeant Gibson, right? Before her it was Sergeant Hackett and Sergeant Dyess. People staying up all night because we're getting ready to go to war after we just struck a general in Pakistan. Captain Wilkinson taking over command as a one-year captain. I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys have done. And yeah, I'm going to kind of close it out there. If I can get one more signed off. Fired up! Fired up! Come! Yeah, you are. You guys have been one of the true pleasures of my life. The honor is truly mine. Thank you so much.
Sir, it has been our great honor to serve under your command. The men and women of the 7th Communications Squadron, thank you for your leadership, support, and dedication. We wish you and your family good luck and Godspeed in the future. Mrs. Cole, the men and women of the 7th Communications Squadron greatly appreciates your sacrifice, commitment, and support to our squadron, our families, and the surrounding communities. Please accept these flowers on behalf of the men and women of the 7th Communications Squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the change of command.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. By order of Colonel Todd Jensen, Special Order Number G2122, Major Benjamin Choctaw, assumes command of the 7th Communications Squadron, Vice Major Derek Cole, effective 21 June 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the new 7th Communications Squadron Commander, Major Shabtaw.
That's going to be tough to follow up, Major Cole. You left a good legacy here, and obviously standing ovation is a testament to all the impact you've made. So thanks for that. I do have you later on in my script, but I wanted to say thanks to you, thanks to your family. It looks like you guys made a definite impact here, a genuine community for the Dyess team. Thank you for your attendance today, Colonel Kramer, Chief Hensley, and Mr. Birdwell. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to get out to attend this ceremony today. Thank you, Colonel Jensen, for your kind words and welcoming comments. Thank you for trusting me and my capabilities for this position. Thank you, Lieutenant Smith, and all his team members for setting up this event. As you know, these things don't just happen. There's a whole team in the background, as we mentioned before. Aaron Kanish, that great rendition of the national anthem, chaplain for the invocation, and thank you all those that assisted, A1C Nemo, A1C Rodriguez, Master Sergeant McCarthy, and Tech Sergeant Hart. Appreciate all you guys helped for this today's ceremony. Thank you, Major Cole, again, as you've gone through this. Thank you for your continued support to the 7th Communications Squadron and enabling our airmen to succeed at home and abroad. As some of you may have noticed, Colonel Jensen alluded to it a little earlier, our career paths seem very similar. I was at Tinker, and I was also at Patrick working for AFTAC, the Air Force Technical Applications Center, and then I went to Al Dhafra. So now I'm at Dyess, following Major Cole. Maybe I'll see you in Virginia the next couple of years. We'll see. Yeah, our experiences are similar. Again, that reflects the successes here at Dyess and are a testament to your leadership and all those lessons learned along the way. I'm sure helped you while operating here at different bases around the world. To the other squadron commanders around the group and the wing, thank you for attending today. I intend to start up a genuine community here at Dyess, Team Dyess. Thank you for your support going through this. And then finally, to the men and women of the 7th Comm Squadron, thank you for signing up. Thank you for taking the oath, and thank you for joining something bigger than yourself, your name or your background. There are many things that may divide us, partition us, or classify us in this world today, but we are all on the same team, Team USA. Our nation is strong and our military is stronger because of this diversity of ideas and experiences. My charge to you and my charge for you is to be as transparent as possible, support and empower your decisions and changes at the lowest level, and support and seek improvement of our situation, base, or wing. Whether it's small changes like the murals Major Cole alluded to, or large changes like bigger level projects, as the declaration read off, I'll support this and have your back, being a part of Team Dyess. Thank you for your attendance today, being part of our all-volunteer force, and may God bless our troops and God bless America.
Although Major Choctaw's family members could not attend, we are excited to welcome them into the 7th Communications Squadron family. We extend a warm West Texas welcome. This concludes today's ceremony. We would like to thank everyone for their attendance. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force song and remain standing for the departure of the official party. After their departure, please join us in the back for the reception in honor of Major Choctaw.